Imagine you are lying in an unfamiliar bed, inside a house that feels more like a prison than a home. Outside, the wind is screaming, a sound the locals call wuthering. You hear a tapping at the window. You think it's a branch, so you reach out to stop it. But instead of wood, your fingers close around a small, ice-cold hand. A voice sobs from the darkness, "Let me in, I'm come home. I'd lost my way on the moor." You are not reading a ghost story. You are witnessing the aftermath of a love so possessive, it refused to let go even after the body was buried. Welcome to the nightmare of Wuthering Heights. Hey readers! Busy life making it hard to finish books? I've got you covered. Before we start, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Let's dive into books in minutes. When Emily Brontë published Wuthering Heights in 1847, critics didn't just dislike it, they were horrified. They called it repulsive, savage, and hostile to English feelings. Why? Because Victorian literature was usually about morality, social climbing, and happy endings. Brontë ignored all that. She wrote about raw, animalistic human nature. She created a world where bad people aren't punished and good people aren't saved. The story is told through a technique called a frame narrative. We have Mr. Lockwood, the outsider who knows nothing, listening to Nellie Dean, the housekeeper who knows everything. This structure is brilliant because it forces us to rely on Nellie's bias. Is she telling the whole truth? Let's find out. Part 1: The Intruder. The trouble begins when old Mr. Earnshaw returns from a trip to Liverpool. He had promised to bring his children gifts, a fiddle for his son Hindley, and a whip for his daughter Catherine. Instead, he opens his coat and reveals a starving, dark-skinned orphan child speaking a strange gibberish. In the confusion, the fiddle is crushed. From day one, Heathcliff is associated with the destruction of the Earnshaw family's happiness. The father names him Heathcliff, the name of a son who had died in childhood. This is crucial. Heathcliff is a replacement, a cuckoo in the nest. While the daughter, Catherine, accepts him, the son, Hindley, sees him as a usurper. He beats Heathcliff, but Heathcliff never cries. He just stares, recording every insult in a mental ledger, waiting for the day he can pay it back. As they grow, Catherine and Heathcliff become savages together. They reject heaven. In fact, Catherine once tells Nellie she dreamt she went to heaven, and she cried so hard the angels threw her back onto the moors, where she woke up sobbing with joy. This is the core of the book. Wuthering Heights is their heaven. They don't want peace, they want the earth, and they want each other. Part 2: The Split. The turning point is the window scene. Heathcliff and Catherine sneak down to Thrushcross Grange to spy on the Linton family. They see a room draped in crimson velvet and white fur, a paradise of luxury. When the Lintons' guard dog bites Catherine's ankle, she is taken inside. Heathcliff is driven away because of his dark, dirty appearance. Catherine stays at the Grange for 5 weeks. The Lintons, who are wealthy and superficial, treat her like a doll. They wash her, dress her in fine silks, and teach her to be a lady. When she returns to Wuthering Heights, she embraces Heathcliff, but then draws back, afraid her fine dress will get dirty. That hesitation breaks Heathcliff's heart. Part 3: I Am Heathcliff. Catherine eventually becomes engaged to Edgar Linton. She confesses this to Nellie in the kitchen, unaware that Heathcliff is hiding behind the settle, listening. She explains her dilemma. She says, "It would degrade me to marry Heathcliff now." Hearing this, Heathcliff silently slips out the door into the storm. He misses what she says next, the most famous lines in the book. She tells Nellie, "My love for Linton is like the foliage in the woods. Time will change it. My love for Heathcliff resembles the eternal rocks beneath. I am Heathcliff. He's always, always in my mind. But it's too late. Heathcliff is gone." Part 4: The Devil Returns. 3 years later, Heathcliff returns. He has mysteriously acquired a fortune. He looks like a gentleman but retains his savage nature. He begins his systematic revenge. He moves into Wuthering Heights with his old enemy, Hindley. Hindley is now a widower and a drunkard. Heathcliff encourages the drinking and gambling, slowly winning every piece of land, every chair, and every stone of the house from Hindley. But revenge on Hindley isn't enough. Heathcliff elopes with Edgar Linton's sister, Isabella. This isn't a romance. It's an abduction. To show us just how cruel Heathcliff has become, Brontë includes a chilling detail. As they elope, Nellie finds Isabella's little spaniel dog hanging by its neck from a bridle hook on the wall. Heathcliff hung it just to see if it would die. This is a warning: Heathcliff destroys anything innocent. Part 5: The Haunting. Catherine falls ill from the stress of the conflict between the two men. She descends into brain fever, hallucinating about her childhood on the moors. In their final meeting, Heathcliff doesn't comfort her. He grabs her, bruising her skin, and accuses her of killing herself by betraying her own heart. He says, "Why did you despise me? You loved me, then what right had you to leave me?" She dies giving birth to her daughter, Cathy. That night, Heathcliff goes to the churchyard. In a moment of Gothic horror, he almost digs up her grave to hold her one last time. He strikes a deal with the sexton: when Heathcliff eventually dies, the sides of their coffins must be removed, so their dust can mingle together underground. He wants to dissolve into her. Part 6: The Second Generation. Years pass. The story now shifts to the children. There is Cathy, the daughter of Catherine and Edgar. She is spirited and kind. There is Linton, the sickly son of Heathcliff and Isabella. And there is Hareton, the son of Hindley, whom Heathcliff has raised as an uneducated brute, replicating the abuse he suffered as a child. Heathcliff hatches a long-term plan to gain control of Thrushcross Grange. He forces his sickly son, Linton, to marry young Cathy. He traps Cathy at Wuthering Heights, refusing to let her leave until the marriage happens. Once they are married, and her father Edgar dies, Heathcliff controls everything. His son Linton dies shortly after, leaving Heathcliff the master of both houses. He has won. He has destroyed both families. Part 7: The Fading of the Fire. But victory brings Heathcliff no joy. He tells Nellie that he sees Catherine in everything, in the flagstones of the floor, in the clouds, in the faces of her children. The entire world is a dreadful collection of memoranda that she did exist, and that I have lost her. He stops eating. He stops sleeping. He isn't committing suicide, he just forgets to live. He is consumed by his desire to be with her. One morning, Nellie finds him dead in his bed. The window is swinging open, letting the rain soak the sheets. His eyes are wide open, wearing a sneer of triumph. He has finally walked through the window. The book ends on a surprisingly quiet note. With the monster gone, the two surviving cousins, Hareton and young Cathy, fall in love. It is a healthy love. They plant flowers at the heights. They read together. The storm is over. The wuthering has stopped, replaced by a calm peace. Key takeaways. To wrap up, let's look at the deeper themes Brontë left us with. 1. The Byronic hero versus. The villain Heathcliff is the ultimate Byronic hero, brooding, damaged, and charismatic. But Brontë subverts this trope. She asks, is it romantic to love someone so much you destroy the world for them? The answer the book gives is no. Heathcliff's love is toxic. It blights the lives of everyone around him. Brontë forces us to pity him, but she refuses to forgive him. 2. The horror of class structures. Much of the tragedy happens because of class. Catherine rejects Heathcliff because he is low. Heathcliff destroys Hindley by taking his property. The book is a critique of a society where money matters more than humanity. Heathcliff essentially says, "You treated me like a brute, so I became a monster to beat you at your own game." 3. Repetition and cycles. Notice the names? Catherine Earnshaw, Catherine Linton, Catherine Heathcliff. The names cycle, the abuse cycles, and the revenge cycles. The only way to break the curse wasn't violence, it was education and forgiveness, represented by the younger Cathy teaching Hareton to read. So what do you think about this book? Did its ideas resonate with you, or challenge the way you see things? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you took away from it. Do you think Heathcliff is a villain, or a victim? And if there's a book you'd like me to cover next, drop that below as well. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.